What's up guys, I'm Taylor with TK Disc Golf, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing Simon Lizotte's first official Tour Series disc from MVP. This one's actually on Axiom Hex, which is a mid-range, and it's coming in the Eclipse Glow Plastic. It's got an awesome axolotl stamp on it, so without further ado, let's dive right into it. For those of you that may not be familiar with MVP discs, their Eclipse Plastic is actually their glow blend. And I've done a lot of tests on our YouTube channel in the past, and I can confidently say that MVP has the brightest and the longest lasting glow on the market. It's not even close compared to other brands. In the hand, their Eclipse Plastic feels very nice. It's got a nice medium stiffness to it, and the overall grip is very, very good, whether you're hot, humid summer evening or in the cold winter months when it's dark out super early. It's still comfortable grip and releases out of your hand pretty clean. Moving on to how the Hex flies, it's got the flight numbers 5 speed, 5 glide, -1 turn, and 1 fade, making it an incredibly versatile mid-range regardless of your skill level. Higher power throwers, if you throw this thing flat, you're going to get nice turning lines, but with that 1 fade, it's going to prevent it from turning too crazy much. With the anhyzer releases, you're going to be able to force it over a little bit more, but with a hyzer pop-up, it'll be fly super laser straight for you. Low power players, I think you're going to really enjoy this thing because thrown flat, it's going to go super laser straight with a nice forward penetrating fade at the end, and you'll still be able to work those lines with controlling your release angle. Now the winds when we were filming today were honestly a bit excessive, 15 to 20 miles an hour at times. Absolutely crazy to be even trying to do open field work like that. So we actually took the Hex into the woods at Cowan Lake, which really honestly worked out in our favor because the Hex absolutely excels in the woods. For Tyler's in mind, like advanced level power, being able to throw this disc flat or with a slight bit of anhyzer actually allows you to get it around some really nice dogleg right corners with that 1 fade and the -1 turn. Gets around the corner on that angle, but then flattens out and then almost mimics like a shallow forehand line and really allows it to push forward, whereas like a forehand would like kind of dump out once it's done flying. Also able to use the Hex on super straight gap shots, so if you've got like a gap 100, 200 feet down the fairway, you can throw it on a little bit of a hyzer, it'll pop up a bit and just ride super straight the entire flight and might get like a little bit of a forward push fade at the end. Hyzer lines, it can hold hyzers too if you commit to them. Even with this one hole where the wind was ripping left to right, threw it on a hard hyzer, and it still like went super straight and was able to fight the wind pretty decent when you committed to the hyzer. And lastly, I wanted to touch on how the Eclipse Hex compares to its Neutron counterpart. Honestly, I noticed zero difference in stability. When I compared their PLH or the parting line height, both wing shapes are basically identical. And when I started throwing the Eclipse Hex, I was throwing it exactly how I would a Neutron, throwing it nice and flat, and the flights were basically identical to me. I noticed zero difference in stability. I know in the past, MVP Eclipse Plastic has tended to be a lot more overstable than its like Neutron or Proton counterpart, but with this release, I actually think the Eclipse Hex flies just like the Neutron. Wrapping things up, it's honestly no surprise to me that Simon fell in love with the Hex. It's one of the best mid-ranges I've ever thrown, and obviously he's said the same thing many times on his vlog. The stamp on this Eclipse Hex is super awesome, so if you find one at your local retail, be sure to pick it up because you're absolutely going to love it too. If you want to see more review videos from us, be sure to hit that subscribe button because that's the only way you're going to be able to stay up to date on all of our latest videos. And again, we will see you on the next one.